Okay, so hello and welcome to Exo 1. It's an exploration sort of thing with some cool physics. Oh, I have slipped the surly bounds of Earth. I danced the sky as a ladder, silvered wings, and have done 100 things you've not dreamed of. But it looked really cool and interesting. We've got a special preview before the actual game comes out, and it looks really cool. That's not what's being said. Radio telescopes are... There are words being said, but they're not the right words. The sole survivor of the Jupiter mission disaster said, "The signal is meant for me, and... atmospheric. I can get them back!" We're trying to save some people. There is people. All in their fancy suits, but I guess, maybe CGI. It flashed briefly. I don't know, did they put on the suits to take the picture, or have they just, CG'd their face on them? Sagan 4. The planet. There's an Australia. So the craft doesn't use the rocket engine at all. You call it a gravity drive? Yes, we're going to be doing some cool gravity flips and things with things. Correct! When engaged, gravity increases tenfold. When disengaged, gravity becomes moon-like. So we use that to do some exploration and things. And we will... It's all theoretical at this point anyway. We will be using that to do some interesting things. I've not seen this played, only just the construction still hasn't commenced. Just a quick look at the trailer to see if it was worth reviewing, and it was. It looked really, really cool. So we're like this spherical ball that's going to use the divots and things to and our gravity shifting to gain momentum and fly around. Okay, so high gravity to drop, and then release to fly, and then we're not going to make that next loop, are we? Okay, so one high gravity. I should have released it sooner on the way up. Obviously, we want to... I screwed that. Okay, we're still learning. We're still learning. Okay, that was super wrong. Right, let's go, let's go. Okay, I should probably wait until the second. There you go. Right, so now we can move. Okay, with WASD, right. We want to kind of maybe catch on some of those loops. Right, this isn't a good mount. There's a reasonable mount. Okay, I may have prematurely pressed it. Okay, we'll go down super fast. Okay, and then we're trying to explore the effects and how everything looks just so impressive. And we fucked it. We didn't gain any momentum on that. Okay, we're trying to get into orbit and find these... Okay, we've accidentally turned ourselves around because I screwed up using the gravity. Okay, we can see some sort of stuff going on in the distance. There's... Aha, we've got a double jump, but only 2 jumps, and we can use that to gain some extra effects. With this little sphere thing, and we're going to use this... Right, there's something over here to go explore. Okay, we can look around with the mouse. It's slowly unlocking abilities for us. And we're going to use this to explore the landscapes and try and find these missing people. Okay, so we want to try and land in some divots with the gravity to use it to our advantage to gain even more momentum and get higher and higher. Okay, there's something interesting in the sky over there. Obviously I'm not necessarily showing it off in the greatest of manners at the moment. Okay. There's some sort of sign of life there. Okay. I think if I land it right... No, I don't know if we necessarily... Oh, we got a bit of height on that, actually. We got a bit of height. There's something going on over there. I think they might have something to do with that thing in the distance. Okay, there's nowhere good to really land here, unfortunately. Oh! We got some momentum out of that big leap, though. Okay, there's some asteroids in space as well. Are they up there? That's totally a Bennett body climb. I can 100% see that. Okay, if we can pull this off. Nope, there's literally nothing for us there. That sucks. Okay, we'll jump up this mountain. Ironically, I might have wanted to... You know, we're just going to go back and do that again. Let's gain some momentum on our little marble. Okay. Okay, that's much better. Okay, we used the downhill slope to give us some momentum. Left shift to carry momentum. Okay, so we can build momentum with left shift and then... Okay, I see. Right, so we will do that. Right, let's build some momentum up. Okay, so now we're like a little discus. Okay, we're getting some momentum up. There's definitely some sort of signs of life towards them. We're just going to head towards that interesting landmark. Okay. I mean... it runs out of energy. I see. We were building momentum like that. That just drops us straight back to the ground, though. It's like build momentum, but that's not necessarily how I want to do that. So our little marble does seem to be like powered by trajectory and momentum, and it's like, you know, if we run it along the floor, it definitely gets hotter, and then as we like, that just shorts out too easily. Damn it! We weren't quite over the landmark to go in the direction that I wanted to go, but yeah, it's the effects of the landscape are definitely very impressive. Okay, I'm not going to waste my build momentum. Right, what happens if I do it on the ground as a discus? Does that just fly upwards if I hold it with space? They wanted me to gain momentum and then turn into shift and then hold space. I think we may have gained some momentum before we shorted out. Obviously our aim is to maybe get into... There's no good divots at all here. Yeah, we've got a bit of a mountain. And then we're going to land on this side. Okay, let's go. Right. Still not ideal. Right, we're going to do this again on this mountain, and then on the way down. Right, we definitely want to head towards that sort of stuff in the distance. Right, so... We'll fly upwards. Okay, we're heading towards the Bennett Foddy sort of stuff. I think that's where we want to go, is like up there. Obviously, you're free to explore in any way you choose, and like there is no... Wait. Transport monolith distance close to 20 kilometers. No, there is no correct way of playing this. We're just exploring how we choose to. This might not be the way that you're even meant to go. Yeah, I liked the effects of it, and like it's just so interesting. Okay, there's a lot of landscape, and like, you know, there was a previous like exploration-y sort of thing like this that was like be an exploration drone sort of thing, and it just turned out to be so disappointed. Okay, I don't think I like the shift. I think we should jump, and then shift after. Okay, this is not gonna work. Like, it didn't really give us the momentum. You can get into orbit, I'm fairly certain of. Okay. Oh, look at that! Look at that! That's actually working very well. We can see a monolith. Okay, so we're high up in the sky. So, because we were going upwards when I turned into that, we literally cut up into the air. Right, so there is a monolith to head toward. Now? Late. Far too late. I was holding off on that. Far too late. Okay, so we do want some momentum before we transform. There's like no good surfaces. Okay, here we go. This mountain here. We will. Okay, we'll just go upwards. I was going to go down and then regain off the other side of the mountain, and it would have been smart. Honestly. That wasn't good. Okay, we're back onto the weather effects. Okay, we're getting towards the monolith, but maybe not in the most impressive of fashion. Okay, we're at some monolith. I should maybe ride the monolith. Okay, we're going up. I think we might want to launch up this monolith, honestly. Okay, I mean, it already had its own launch upwards. Wormhole aperture opens. Okay, we've gone into a wormhole unexpectedly. What happens? Something. The rest, white text on white. Very easy to read, especially when it lasts a second. No way! We've gone to another planet. No we. No we's here. Don't we yourself. We're just going to another planet through a wormhole. I know I've done literally every kind of we in that. Approaching the high orbits above Jupiter? Thought we were going to Noe. You on the other side, good luck and Godspeed. Okay. So our astronauts have gone through wormholes into other planets, potentially. So we're entering this planet, potentially. Nothing in the design for a cockpit, no internal space for a pilot. How did you fly it? We have to stop thinking in human terms and trust their design. But anyway, it does more than just fly. It's a marvel. But I mean, we haven't flew yet. Okay, we're picking up some signals. I guess we want to follow these interstellar signals. Beep, 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 beep. Like, there's some blue things. Like, those blue dots on... by our marvel, they look like signals to go intercept. Like, there's points of interest. There was one behind us. There's one that's sort of forwards, though. Maybe it's the monolith. Maybe it's just the monolith. Okay. I mean, that wasn't a great landscape, but we're on Noe. We're not on Jupiter. Okay. We got a good launch off of that one. Okay, there's a big area. There's another... We're going to head to the clear monolith area. Okay. I mean, there's not a good landing. What? Was that an invisible wall? You saw that. We gained momentum and then suddenly we bounced off something a bit harder than we should have. Like, I'd released the gravity, and even then we should have gone over even if I hadn't released it quick enough. Something intercepted me. Okay, let's go. Okay, we're gonna surf along. There's a lot of cool stuff going on. Okay, there was a good ridge to go down there, but I didn't. Okay, let's drop back down. Let's go. Okay, that's not great momentum. We can do better than that. Come on. We can do better than that. We can Tony Hawk way better than that. Come on. Give me a good... There we go. That's still not a great one. This is a much better ridge. Okay. Some flashes. Okay, we should have maybe gone down that ridge. Now that ridge is Interesting. Okay, we gained some speeds. I don't think it's high enough to get us up there. There's some stuff going on over there. There's an energy source detected and some terrible, terrible science. Velocity and altitudes. Okay, so you want us to... gain velocity and altitude. Okay, we can do that. Not good enough. Not good enough. Okay. I mean, we're gonna still head towards that. Just drop me down. Just drop me down. Ironically, if we Tony Hawked backwards and forwards through it, we could gain the altitude to get up there. Do I want to do that? Or do we just keep heading forwards? Again, exploration to do whatever you want. You're free to do whatever. There's probably stuff up there. And, you know, they did give me a half pipe. What is this? What is this? It's a ceiling! Of course it is. They did give me a half pipe to do that with. And they gave me the science, which was telling me, like, velocity plus altitude. Okay. Well, that's just a brick wall to prevent us getting up there from... out here, isn't it? With the dunes. Also, it keeps saying warning, warning. Okay. There is an out of bounds, I understand. Okay, warning, we were going out of bounds. It forced me back in bounds. There's 100% something on top of that, but we're past it now. And 100%... Okay, so the science was convoluted and unnecessary. But I understand. Like it was saying, basically, if you get the velocity and the altitude, you can go up to whatever that power source was. And I'm sure there'd be some interesting stuff. Maybe a secret to do with what happened to the people would be discovered through that. But we're just gonna blast along above the sky at a high altitude. We're gonna scout out the right mountain. Okay, so there's some... Okay, well, we're going out of bounds again, apparently. But we're not going to go to the mountain that I wanted to go to. This isn't a great landing! Okay, I took off poorly there. I will admit that. You know what? We're going back down. We're going back down. Okay, we didn't get the momentum I would have liked. There we go. That's much better. Okay. Now we're flying. Now we're flying. Okay, well, we didn't get into orbit. There's not some... Mountains aren't that great here. In fact, we just landed on solid ground. Okay. There's some flashes of something. Right, keep us on the ground. Like, the orbit's... The gravity's a bit low here. Okay, take... You know what? Like, the gravity is way too low. We're going up, and then... No, we're not. We're going down. Okay, going up. Okay. It's not the monolith we want. But it's a monolith. Okay, I should maybe investigate some of these blips. Like, there are hundreds of electrical blips all over the shop, and, you know, it did tutorialize, hey, it does more than just... We're going into space. There's more than just fly. You know, as in it has, like, all of these interesting things that we can go discover, which we are not. I don't know... This is not on the right side of the mountain, of course it isn't. Okay. We will go up and over, and then we'll come down the other side, and I'm sure we can slalom at some high speeds, potentially. Okay, let's go slalom. Let's go slalom. Boing. Okay. We got takeoff. We in orbit. There's some red stuff over there. I wonder what the red stuff is. Okay, we're out of gas. Detour to the red stuff? Bob. Okay, I think we want to go investigate this red stuff. Bob. That wasn't a great landing. Okay, there's some weather effects going on over here. Again, anti-gravity is just a factor of life in this part. Come on. Ironically, this is harder to thread the needle through than it seems. Okay, we're gonna go inside of it. Okay, it flung us. Non-casual object detected. Retrieving data. Yes, they've definitely non-casual. No casuals involved in that. Okay. You want to land on this. Hello? Lag. Right. Gravity is an issue. Okay, let's go up the wormhole. Lost contact with the objects. No, you didn't. Honestly. So they fire us forwards, which is good to learn. Planetary traversal time 10 minutes, 9 minutes, and 21 minutes 20 in total. Okay, wish you were here with us, Commander. It's amazing. The scientists we lost. We're officially swimming through Jupiter's atmosphere. Got some serious sun activity now. Visibility low. What's the difference between the orange suits and the white suits? Like, the orange suits, the scientists, and the white suits, the astronauts who pilot the ship? Because I realised there'd be different types of astronaut. Okay, non-casual objects reacquired. Okay, so we're the non-casual objects. We fired through a wormhole to a demon class planet. Or a normal. Okay, down we go. Where down we go. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, there's okay, there's a blip over there. There's actually 2 beams of light. Like, do we go for the white one like we have been traveling, or do we go for the red one? Branching paths. Oh, lag! Or frozen the game entirely. I think I clicked that at the worst possible time. Breaker of games. Breaker of games. Rip. Rip indeed. Okay, let's Did it reacquire? Right, we're in Task Manager. Okay, if I click back into the game, like, it made noise. It made noise like things were progressing, but still seems to be frozen. I can't get back into the main window, unfortunately, which sucks. Come on, just load in. Load back into the game. Come on. Don't make me close it. Okay, if I go to Task Manager, processes Unity Crash Handler. How do you switch to? Switch to. Yeah, it's Scufferinos. Train the task. Now, if we load back in, are we back at the beginning of the game? Is the question. Are we back to the beginning of the game? Okay. Exploration. I don't want to be back at the beginning of the game. Continue. That says 000 as in there's nothing to continue. This looks like the beginning. Uncasual object reacquired with its velocity calculations. Okay, we reacquired our objects. Let's not click when it was doing the weird thing. Cronus 2. Definitely not coronavirus 2. Planet. Okay, thank you. We don't have to go right back to the beginning. Okay, so we didn't lose the entire progress because I was like, if it is, that's where we end the video, unfortunately. Okay, we will wait for whatever blip of green was going because it clearly didn't like me dropping my gravity during that. Okay, we've loaded it. So now I kind of want to head over to that flashing blip over there. That looks like it could be something. Oh, my laggy. Oh, we're chasing something. It's another blip. I'm chasing that blip. I might not want to chase that blip. It's doing its own thing. Steam? What the hell? What the hell, Steam? What are you doing to me, Steam? Okay, we're being dragged out of the game. Being dragged out of the game. I'm gonna have to end the task again. Okay. Stop. Stop the task. Come on. Okay, I told it to close the window rather than ending the task, and it's causing some laggedy lag. Okay, let's try loading this up again. This level might be cursed. Okay, we're not chasing the blip. We're not chasing the blip. The blip clearly destroys us. Okay, we'll continue. I feel like that timer should be our current time. But... we're not chasing the blip. Can I? Okay. Interesting, we've got our coordinates. We can restart the level, but not while it's frozen. Which I guess, you know, if you're chasing the thing and you might want to chase it and do some interesting things, could have some effects. I mean... turn off shadows. Just to be safe, right? Less likely to crash. We'll just turn some stuff down a bit. Like, my graphics card is perfectly capable of handling it. We're not chasing the blip. I pressed gravity whilst it was still loading. Doesn't like that much, does it? Literally, actually, the Unity crash. It literally actually came up with a Unity crash message. Okay, well. One last attempt. Okay, this is pre-release though, so, you know, things of this nature have to be expected. It's interesting that the same level crashing over and over again. I wonder how many people have had this issue. But yeah, it looks a really cool game, and I'm sure the full release will have fixed any problems. But considering it's a persistent crash at exactly the same point, and it did come up with the Unity crash, but I don't click so you didn't get to. You know, it's considering it's at the same point, you'd think someone would have ported this already. They probably have. You know, unfortunately, it prevents progress. I'd love to get a full release key. I mean, I understand the PR website I got this from removes early access keys when things actually come out to release. So, you know, sadly I will have to. Okay, running away from it doesn't help either. This level is just cursed. Okay. We can't play any further than this. If it's a sad way to end it, but hopefully we'll get a full release, you know, please stuff. And we'll get to check it out and it won't be broken. But it looks really, really cool and I like it. Yeah, check out XO1 for yourself and wishlist it now.